She is a cruise reporter with more than 500 articles published in major publications. She has been on 71, I'm not kidding you folks, 71 cruises to 45 countries. It's what she does. She also has her own news website, which people go to all the time for the latest news. It's called official cruiseguru.com. It is a great pleasure to welcome our friend, Diane Tierney, joining us from just outside of Toronto in Milton. Di, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Hey, it's you called it Life Jacket Orange we're wearing today.
Yeah, don't worry, there's no mustard drill.
We don't have time for that in your interview anyway. Okay, hey, lots to ask you about, so let's get right to it. What are cruise lines doing now? Talk about the rest of 2021 for people that love cruises.
Well, there are about 142 ships sailing now, or will be by the end of the year. So there's going to be a lot more choice available for anybody who's interested in cruising, as well as the destinations are expanding by the minute.
Okay, and where are they going? Are they starting small and then expanding, or are they going everywhere at this time?
So Asia had really already been cruising, and then Europe quickly picked up. The Brits out of the UK were sailing out of Southampton. Southampton was looking like the cruise capital of the world for a while. We're all jealous watching that. And then Greece opened up. Malta did. Germany was sailing. Baltic had started sailing Baltic cruises, and even cruises to Iceland. So these were some of the areas that we were watching, and then it moved to the Caribbean very quickly, and a couple of cruises out of there did very well. And then finally in the U.S., Celebrity Edge was the first ship out of the U.S. to sail, and then the party really got started when Carnival started sailing on July 3rd and July 4th, and these are Caribbean cruises generally.
Di, give our viewers an idea of what embarkation is going to look like as we go forward with this new normal.
It's very quick. There's lots of documents that you of course have to upload for your registration. But once you're at the cruise terminal, it's a very quick, maybe a PCR test, and you're on board within 30 to 60 minutes.
It's good to hear. And talk a bit about a two-parter here for you. Onboard experience for the foreseeable future, and talk a bit about the land experience, because any cruise I've been on, and I've been on about a dozen of them over the years, you usually have about 5 or 6 or 7 stops.
So, and I'd like to add that the other destinations out of the U.S. that just started is California and Washington. So the onboard experience has been based on the capacity of these ships, which has been very low, 36 to 50% capacity, and also the vaccination rates. So these ships are sailing with 93 to 100% vaccinated passengers. So the onboard experience has been quite normal, really, because of the high vaccination rates, and the only ones that really aren't vaccinated are the children, and there's been very few children on these early cruises. So the onboard experience has been pretty good, except for things like the buffet, which is a really big deal among cruisers. So some ships, it was they were saying no, it wouldn't be self-serve. Our crew would serve you, and yet Carnival, when they launched July 3rd and 4th, they said it's going to be a self-serve buffet, and people were loving that. And then the other thing that's changed is that some venues may only be available if you're vaccinated or not, and some activities might be a case of you're vaccinated or not. Also, the one thing that people will have to get used to is about booking. We've always been used to booking restaurants and spa treatments, but now you're going to have to book things like activities,
right,
and attending venues and shows.
Hey, Di, with a few seconds we have left, give us, our viewers, some tips for booking. Of course, so many people are anxious to get back to cruising. So give us some key points that you'll also obviously have up on your website.
If you can splurge on a balcony cabin.
You and I talked about that. Yes, exactly.
Just in case, there have been 2 or 3 cases of people who tested positive for COVID on board. It was so well managed, which shows that the cruise lines have really got this down now that, they were isolated, and then other members were tested, and that family was flown home. So I would, if you test positive, I would think it'd be, if you were isolated in a balcony cabin, that would be a much more palatable experience.
Right.
Of course, all your documents have to be ready, and also be prepared for and check what destinations that your cruise that you're interested in is going to, because the rules are different in every country, and this can affect the shore excursions, whether they allow you to wander off a ship or whether you have to book a safe bubble tour.
Hey, that's great info, Di. And of course, more of Diane's updates, all the info you'd want at her website, official Cruiseguru. We will have all her information, again, the website, in our closing credits. Di, it's great to finally have you on the show. I know people are big fans of cruising and they're anxious to get back. And I want to thank you for making Life Jacket Orange very popular once again on our show.
Thanks so much for inviting me on.
You're quite welcome, Di. We wish you great sailing. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.